Good afternoon, internet world. It's Motivational Monday. And I'm having a cracking day today. I really am. The sun is shining on Astley Village. I've had a surprise visit from my surprise granddaughter, which was ace. I'm absolutely in love with her. Yes, I am a granny. That was my big news that I had. Absolutely loving it. Really am. It's fantastic. I can't decide whether I'm a nana or a granny yet. I think I'm veering towards more granny now, but that'll probably change about a billion times. But anyway, it is amazing and it's wonderful, and after getting over the initial shock, I am over the moon with her. So there you go. So I'm having a proper chipper day. I really am. But what I wanted, and it's brought about by, I've got a fresh mindset these days, really have, and I do think it's been triggered partly by the arrival of Valencia, my granddaughter, in that it puts things into perspective. When something huge like that happens to you, it really does, sort the wheat from the chaff kind of thing, and you start realising what's important and what's not. And it's what I want to talk to you today about is people discouraging you, allowing people that don't really matter, allowing things that don't really matter to discourage you from doing good things, from doing things that are positive for you. And one of the things I saw, I'll show you this, it's a meme. You know I love a meme. It's a meme. Completely empty room, right? That is a picture of a completely empty room. I know the text all backwards. And it says, to the person who worries what others may think or say about you, here is a room filled with all of the people who pay your bills, walk in your shoes every day, determine your future, love your family way more than you possibly could. These are the same people you should allow to discourage you. Let that sink in. Empty room. And it proper struck a chord with me, that, because I'm one of those kind of people that I used to allow a bit of a comment, or sometimes not a comment, sometimes a silence or an inaction, not always just an action by people. I would allow that to massively ruin my day, my week, my year, my situation, my head, everything. And I realised recently that they don't matter, that they really don't matter, that I've switched it round, and I posted that meme on that meme on my timeline, and I put with it that I used to be the person that would walk into a room and worry that the people wouldn't like me, that they wouldn't like me, that the people in that room wouldn't like me. Now I walk into a room and I look round and think, do I like these people? Do I want to be here? I've switched it round and started possibly being a little bit more selfish. It could be seen that way, but I like to think of it more as self-care, self-awareness, more that I am looking at what I want out of life, what I can put in, what I can do to make my life a good and happy place. And I have stopped allowing insignificant people and insignificant actions or non-actions or comments or whatever it could be to ruin my day, to ruin my situation, because that's what I was allowing that to do. And I would then go off on a spiral, and the people who know me know that my spirals never end well, ever. They're always a disaster. And that's what was happening, is I was allowing these people, these situations, to be the trigger. And it's ridiculous, because the only person that they were affecting really were me. So I'm not doing it anymore, and I'm not going to allow little comments and little sly digs, and sometimes people can make little throwaway comments as well, and I don't think they realise the impact of them. They can make, or they can, show lack of support, or they can just make a comment in such a way that I could take it as quite offensive and quite like, whoa, there's no need to say that. And I would go off, but I would overthink it. I would overthink it and overthink it and overthink it, and end up in a proper noozle. Well, they just cracked on. They just cracked on with their life because they probably not meant anything offensive by it, or they just said it because sometimes some people are just thoughtless, aren't they? And so I think with the birth of Valencia, it's put a lot of stuff into perspective for me, and it's made me realise what's important and what's not. And I have pulled back a lot from people. I have possibly cut myself off a little bit, but I think it was necessary. I needed to do it because I needed to do that for my own mind, for my own sense of, and for my own sense of self-worth as well. Because somebody, had said that if, people around you aren't valuing you the same way that you value yourself, then don't be around them. Get different people. Find different people, because we can all find our tribe. I have some of the most supportive, amazing people that I know, and they're my Facebook friends, and I've never actually met them in real life. But they're astounding. They're a wonderful set of people. I also have a core set of friends that I don't see very often. I don't, we're not in each other's pockets or anything like that. But I know that I can, whenever I pick up with them, it feels like we've never been apart. We might see each other once every 12 months, something like that. But we get along that well, and we're all so chill, and so we realise that, that we all have our lives, we're all busy people, and, we just slot in where we can. And they're the people that encourage me. They're the people that are supportive. I have another set of friends that my Slimming World ladies are amazing. My little core group, we call ourselves the Golden Girls. And they were fantastic after the birth of Valencia, and when I went off on one. They were amazingly supportive. They didn't judge. They didn't sort of put me down. They were just there. They were there to help, to support, to get me right, to be there for me, to keep me safe. And that's the kind of people that I have round me now, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. And they're the kind of people that I know will encourage me when I do things, when I want to do good things, and that they will be there for me. And that's what you want. And I suppose what the message is don't let insignificant people discourage you. Don't let them get into your head. Don't give them space rent free in that beautiful bonce of yours, because it's not in any way healthy or good, and it serves no purpose at all. And you shouldn't, all you're doing is kind of, if they have a dig at you, or they make some snidey little remark on social media or something like that, and then they go away laughing, let them do that. So what? You know what I mean? If that's how sad and tragic their lives are, then I'm just it just washes over me now, and it's fabulous. It is such a freeing feeling. It really, really is, because it felt like a cage before. It felt like I was trapped by the opinions and the words of other people, and that's a ridiculous situation to be in, isn't it? I'm not stupid. I'm quite intelligent. Sometimes I do things that you'd wonder whether I've got a brain cell to rub together, but I'm not a daft person, but I'm big-hearted, and that was being abused by people. And that's the problem sometimes, is when you are that kind of person, when you are an open and honest person, you will get people who aren't open and honest, and they will abuse your good heart. And that's what you've not to do. And you've not to let it make you bitter, though. Definitely don't let it make you bitter. No, because You know, you've got to remain a good person at heart, and hopefully I have. I'm hoping I have. But like I said, it's not allowing people, not allowing insignificant people to discourage you, not allowing them to steal your joy, not allowing them to be fun sponges, and, you know, keeping yourself as chipper as possible. And that does sometimes mean pulling back and, you know, it's not isolating yourself. What you're doing is ensuring that you've got the best kind of people around you. I have another friend, and she had a tricky situation a while back, and, you know, there was quite a lot going on in her life, and she has pulled back. She's made the decision that she just has her little family core and the odd very, very good friend, and she said her life has never been happier. Her life has never been more content and happier, and, you know, she's loving it as she is now. And that also encouraged me as well, because I thought, yeah, you know, you don't need a massive amount of people around you. You just need a few good people, be they family, be they friends, you know, be they somebody. It might be Facebook friends, it might be internet friends. Like I said, I've got some amazing internet friends. We may well never meet. Hopefully, I would love to meet. There's some of them that I know there is a strong possibility that we will meet. There was some that it's highly likely I will never meet them, and that's okay, because we support each other, and we can, you know, we can pull each other up when everything's just getting a little bit grim, and that's the kind of people that you want round you. So that was it for today. Like I said, it's a glorious day out there. We are heading into spring, aren't we? Yes, we're getting over winter. Thank goodness for that. I cannot wait. I'm so looking forward to summertime, picnics on the park, strolls with my little granddaughter. That's if my daughter lets a big pincher. I keep threatening to kidnap her, but don't worry, I'm not going to. And, you know, looking forward to good times, but also appreciating the good times I'm having now. I no longer sort of wish my life away and think, oh, can't wait for this, can't wait for that. I try and make the everyday as good as possible. Nothing wrong with looking forward to something. Like I said, I'm looking forward to summer and that, but I am trying to enjoy as much as I can the here and now, which is what I want you to do. So that's the message for today. Bit rambly today, but like I said, I'm quite chipper, so I'm a bit on one, aren't I? You know what I get like when I'm happy, I can't shut up. So there you go. So remember, that empty room full of the people that you should let discourage you. Do not let people discourage you. You go for it, whatever your happy little heart wants to do. Be it a project, a new job, a crazy outfit you want to wear, whatever it is that you want to do, as long as it's not harmful, you know, to anyone, then crack on. Crack on and do it. You have my permission. You don't need my permission. Nobody needs my permission. Just do it. Just enjoy yourself and stop letting small-minded, narrow little people grind you down, because they're not worth it. Just leave them to it. That's what they want to do. If that makes their black little hearts happy, then crack on. Okay then, my beauty. So this is probably the longest I've ever waffled, and you're more than likely absolutely bored to tears now. So I'm going to leave you to it. I'm going to go and make some tea. I'm going to have my Bovril in my glam granny cup, because clearly I am a glamorous granny. I think I'm veering more towards granny, like I said. So there you are. I shall leave you to it, and I shall be back a similar time next week on the Monday. Got the date right again this week. Told you, cooking with gas at minute, me. Proper cooking with gas. So that's it. I've waffled on enough. Okay. Go forth and have a great evening. Have a fabulous week. Carry on being great, gorgeous and good. And like I said, don't let the small minds grind you down. All right, my beauties. So peace out, Muddy Funkers.